Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of SO NWA. This is our second season. We finished 2025 strong, 23, 22 episodes, and we're ready for a new season, new year, new conversations. We just love connecting with people in the community. But if this is your first time joining us on the podcast, please, follow us, share us, listen to our stories. We love having great people on, showing what this area does and who we are and where we come from and where we're going. Yes, I'm your host, Juan Carlos. I'm here with my brother, Enrique. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? Again, like Juan Carlos said, it's our second season, so we're really excited to get the ball rolling.
Yes.
We have a pretty exciting guest for our first guest appearance, but in the upcoming episode, you'll keep an eye out for who that's going to be. We're really excited for that one. We've been trying to get him on for few months now, I think.
Just scheduling stuff, and then the holiday was here. There's some personal things, all good stuff that I will probably talk about in the podcast. But what Enrique and I are doing today is we're testing out this video podcast system that we came up with. Just a new thing too. This room that we're in. Shout out to Keller Williams, Market Pro Realty. Is that what it is?
Yeah, Keller Williams, Market Pro Realty. The name's a little long.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, that's correct.
We're here in the Rogers location. We're right across the office of Mike Dooley here. So they have a podcast studio. This is it, which is pretty cool to have. They have their own equipment that you can rent out if you're not a part of the team. So transition, you want to give an announcement about our transition to?
Yeah. So as we had mentioned beforehand, Juan Carlos and I, we were on the DS team at Fathom Realty, and now we still are on the DS team. However, we've transitioned to, you've probably guessed it, Keller Williams Market Pro Realty, and the office location that we're at least right now, is the Rogers location. So right across the street is actually the Pinnacle Hills Promenade Mall. So location-wise, it's really great. If you guys are interested in meeting with us here, we're happy to have you in the office and have a chat with you. And I'm hoping that this year for 2026 is filled with growth, and that's kind of what we were expecting. So, man.
Yeah. Keller Williams is the number one brokerage. I'm going to say in the nation, but I might say also in the world.
Yeah, that's what we've heard from our team leader and other members here in the office. So they're a big brokerage for sure. I think the resources that they had available was a big reason why we made the switch, because we were the number one team at Fathom, and so now we're trying to surpass what we did at Fathom here with KW. So we're excited for sure.
I can definitely tell you already, just a few days that we've been here, or I've been here. It's just, at Fathom, at least here in this area, it doesn't have an office for their agents to meet, whether it's not provided by Fathom.
I don't know if you ever went to the little office that James has.
Yeah.
It's it's smaller than this.
There is an office, because you physically have to have an office, but I mean, this is just different. This is like a satellite office for their agents. So it's not anything bad on James or Fathom or anything like that. It's just what it is. If you're either an agent or if you know somebody, I mean, everything we do is on the computer. So it's not like, as long as you have Wi-Fi and somewhere to log on, you can pretty much do your work. But to have an office is nice. It does change a little bit of kind of what your day looks like.
Yeah, I think so too. I think now I have it in my head where it's like, I'm going to wake up even earlier now so I can get to the office at this time.
Oh, sure.
So that kind of helps me in that way.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, we were with Fathom, which is a cloud-based brokerage. So normally we just have a in-home office, or we'll work, somewhere public, like the coffee shop. Or maybe even a public library. Just wherever we wanted to work, we had that available. So like when Carlos said, it's a nice, different experience.
Yeah, just a different experience.
I like it for sure.
At least in this Rogers location, there's different businesses in here that they're renting out different smaller offices in this floor. So you just see different activity, and you might say that might motivate you, or just kind of get you thinking about different things. So it's a nice experience so far. But yeah, we're here in this podcast room. I mean, we wanted to try it out. Enrique and I have talked about even last year, but I didn't really work on it too much. Was we wanted to do some episodes. I hadn't thought of it. It's like a full transition to video, because I know it takes a lot of time and effort and energy and all these things. So I was thinking at least for 2026, our goal is to at least have 4 video episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah, kind
yeah,
of like
that's kind of
one each quarter, and then maybe
yeah,
if it is as simple, if well, once I get used to it, or but
yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Which, I mean, I think the reason why we even wanted to do video to begin with was that way our audience can kind of connect with us even more. That way they can put
yeah,
a
yeah, no, totally,
voice to a face, right? Because what if we have somebody out there who's got no idea, for some reason we have a listener who's only ever tuned in on Spotify or YouTube or Apple
yeah,
Podcasts, wherever
yeah,
they get their podcasts at, which, by the way, we're on all of them.
yes,
Not YouTube yet. We're hoping this year
we are.
YouTube. Oh, we're on
Yeah,
YouTube.
no, it's been a
Oh,
while.
okay. Well,
Yeah,
then YouTube.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I stand corrected.
No, you're
But
good.
for whatever reason, if somebody out there didn't watch or just see our other social media content, now they're more familiar with us.
Yeah,
So I think it
yeah,
makes it more organic. We can connect more, and I just think it's a little bit more engaging. So we're excited for sure to do the videos, and
yeah, yeah.
hopefully things work out well, and kind of see how it goes from there.
So this year's been we're off to a really good start. We've joined a new brokerage. On the real estate side, as you guys know, we both real estate agents here in this area. We love helping people. If there's something that we can do to help, find you a home or a new home or sell your current home, we would love to do that. You can find all our information on our Instagram, and yeah, both of our information is there. But yeah, start off to a new brokerage. Great start.
Well, on a more personal note, I moved in with my fiance finally.
Yeah, yeah, you did. Congrats on
Last year.
renovating your home.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were doing that for a long time, and we were just renovating it and just taking our time with it, and,
Yeah.
and then finally it was at a point where it was livable, and so we just hey, we got back from a trip from Seattle,
Yeah.
and we were like, once we get back, let's just move in, and ever since then it's been great, man.
Yes, if you guys recall, throughout last year in certain certain episodes, Enrique was working on his home, and
Yeah.
I went there once or twice and saw just the progress of it,
Right.
and
Yeah,
there was a
progress.
lot of blood, sweat, and tears in the home. So it was cool. I hadn't done a project like that yet. I think I would like to.
Yeah.
As we all know, if we do home projects, it's more cost effective.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, you save on labor. A
Yeah,
ton.
you
I
save
mean,
on labor.
I couldn't
You do it,
imagine what the cost of labor would be. I mean, all we did was pay for the materials, and God bless my dad. He always was there for me and helped me out in whatever he could, and never asked me for a dime. But of course, when we can give him some extra funds, we're happy to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, my dad helped me out with a lot. But yeah, a lot of hands-on work and a great learning experience as well. Not to
Yeah,
mention, I mean,
exactly.
you learn a lot about what or how can I say this? The cost of materials, basically, you kind of learn how that is, or how can I budget this better?
Yeah.
And then also, not to mention, you learn all those hands-on skills, and
Yes.
you kind of figure things out.
Yeah,
So-
no, I think I think it sounds like a great experience, and I couldn't be more proud that, yeah, you knocked that out, and now you have your home.
Yeah,
so
man.
cool. Congrats on that, bro.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, we're excited, man. It's been fun, and new experiences living with your partner for sure, and I've been loving it, man.
Good.
My fiance is
Cool,
a
cool.
lovely person, and
Yeah,
living with her is great. It's been awesome, dude, for sure.
that's good. I mean, for the audience too, last my wife and we were expecting our first child. I had mentioned in an episode, not a lot of them, but I did, and our son was born in August, and so from August to December was pretty much just low key mode, whatever my wife and our son needed. So he is now 4 months, and it's probably the
Wow.
best thing ever. I love it so much, and
4 months, man, that's crazy.
yeah, it's 4 months, and I mean, it's crazy to think that in that time, like, I was really grateful to have episodes that we had recorded,
Yeah.
have a job that's pretty, what's the word? Flexible, but also like predictable in a way that allowed me to, if I had to work from home or take care of something, I can do that, which was just amazing. They also gave us, the company does give 1 month parental leave, and that was amazing too. So I can just be home with my wife, and again, just anything that she needed. So now that he's 4 months. Now we've kind of have our routine of what it needs to be done. But I mean, just the experience itself was by far great, and I love my son, so it's cool.
Wow, that's awesome, man. I'm glad
it's
that
cool. Yeah,
you
for
and
sure.
your wife had that experience of becoming parents, and
Yeah,
you experiencing that joy of being a father. I can't relate because I don't have any children, but I see the same things you're saying. My younger brother,
yeah,
as well.
Yeah,
He says the same thing. And it's funny, his daughter's actually about the same age as your
I
son.
think it was like a week or two after.
Yeah,
before or after.
I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
Which I should probably remember her birthday. Kind of tells you what kind of uncle I am, right? But yeah, around the same time, and he gives the same exact feelings that you have. He says, "Man, I don't know how to describe it, but
it's cool.
You just know when you become a father." That's what he says.
Yeah.
And every dad, I think, says that.
Everyone's
Juan Carlos can probably relate to that as well.
You hear that all the time. For many years, is you just know, or it just changes everything, and it does. But what's crazy is the perspective. The perspective. The change in perspective of almost everything. From something I said right when my son was born is that immediately I felt like wanting to be a better person for my son, but also I said this to like myself. I said, I wanted to be a better person to people, so that way people treat my son better, or they don't treat him bad because I'm a bad person, right? Everyone, it's like, oh, I don't like your dad. I don't like, I'm not gonna like the son, right? So, something like that. I remember saying that. I was like, man, I can feel like I don't want someone to treat my son bad because they hate me or don't like me or something. So but then there's also all these other things, like I wanted to be a better husband, better father, better brother, better neighbor, better worker. Not necessarily for his benefit, but because I wanted to obviously show and do all these things that I would like for him to be. And if I'm not those things, then it's really hard to ask that of him when he's older, or even show him those things, like, lead by example. So like all that has changed even more. So it's intensified of what kind of person I want to be, in real estate, being a better agent, being more intentional,
right.
More caring, more understanding, things like that. I can go on forever, but yeah. So just,
I'm glad to hear that that's the experience you're having. And it's, of course, in my eyes, it seems like it's a very positive one.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm excited to hear that things are going well. And again, I'm super
cool.
Stoked that you're
Thank you,
your father, and it just seems like an overall great experience. So
thanks. Yeah. So now it's it's a new year. It's January. I knew that the podcast is back online with because that's something that's a project, right? Like that's something that continues. Real estate is it's never stopped. I had a closing in December. Enrique's is under contract right now. I still work. I still do things with my family. So now that the holidays are over, it's kind of like, all right,
it's grind time, boys.
Yeah, it's grind time. Yeah, spring is coming, tax time is coming. Everyone wants to buy when they get their tax returns.
Oh, for sure.
So we
the spring market, man. They say it's always hot. Yeah,
I think if people had money now, they would be buying now. Because right? It's like But like I said, it's just tax time, and it's normal. You get your refund
for sure,
or whatever it is, and you're like, I can use that towards a house. So completely understandable. But
which is what you guys should do if you get your tax returns and you get a good amount in terms of taxes back to you. I know when we get a little money, we get excited, right? Oh, I gotta buy these sneakers, or oh man, let me get these new rims on my truck, or let me go buy a car, get this down payment on this car.
Yeah.
But, and I'm sure Juan Carlos and our other fellow realtors who might be watching, my advice would be see how you can invest that money, whether it be in your first home, or whether it be in, I don't know, in the stock market or some index funds, Roth IRAs, 401ks, wherever. Find a way to put that money to work. And of course, if it's enough to get you into a home with a low down payment option or no down payment option, depending on where the property is located, that could get you into a house, and I would say probably comfortably so, in my opinion.
It's true, yeah. One of the expenses that many people have is a car payment. Very normal. Maybe they use that tax money to pay off or pay down their car, so that way it puts a good dent into it. If and then maybe 2 or 3 months later, 6 months later, you have a more buying power, right? Because maybe with your current situation at home, you only qualify for so much, and because you pay down this car and or paid it off or something like that, maybe it allows you to just get a little bit more buying power for the home that you really want, or whatever, right? It just allows you, or even it just allows you. Maybe you're just under that amount of what you need to buy for a home, and then doing that puts you right over enough to qualify. So that's another one, But yeah, Enrique's right. I mean, investing it and paying down your debts or whatever is one of those things too. But yeah, we're happy to be here. We're happy to get back with our audience, just the normal things. Holiday time, passed, and that time is for family and friends, whatever it might be, or in business too. I'm not saying it's not. Absolutely. I know people were busy, but definitely enjoyed it with my family. I think Enrique did as well.
Yeah, it was good, man. It was interesting. Christmas was a little warm, right? It was Christmas.
Oh,
yeah, I don't remember. It was one of the two. I think it was Christmas, and it was, I think, up in the 70s. I think.
Oh, for sure.
It's like a heat wave that we got.
Yeah, it was either Christmas or the day after Christmas. I basically barbecued and made steaks, and then I had a bonfire.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like 75-ish.
Like the beginning of summer. Like summer was interesting. Yeah, the weather was good.
Yeah. So, but I've been telling people, I think because we had such a great December. I mean, it wasn't really that cold. There was a day or two it was really, really cold. We're gonna pay for it in February, is what I think. We'll have like a crazy February, like a cold February. But
February, March is probably going to be cold. It's either going to be super cold, or we're somehow altogether going to skip winter and just go straight into the warm season.
Like a cold spring, maybe.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, it was interesting for sure, the weather during December.
Yeah. But guys, we just came to do a quick check-in. Again, we were kind of testing our equipment. This is just something, we had some time today to do. And, if it came out good, we'll post it online. But yeah, guys, we just want to say hello. Happy 2026 to you and your family. I hope you guys had a good holiday, good Christmas, good New Year, and man, let's get it.
Yeah, guys. Like Juan Carlos said, just a quick video, just to again check in with you guys, let you guys know we're still here. We got a lot of big plans for the podcast for 2026.
We do.
So thank you guys again, and feel free to contact us for any real estate needs or anything really. If you need someone to just talk to, we're happy to be here for you guys.
Yeah, any advice, even with rentals, a friend of mine just posted something on Facebook saying she was looking for a rental home, and I was like, oh, it's the same as going to all the rental websites, but I said, hey, I can just throw you on a list, put you on a list, and that way as soon as it hits on market, you can look at it, right? And it's no cost. Right. It's just trying to provide value, trying to help wherever we can, and I of course I explained to her too. I said, hey, if I don't know if you're looking, you might just be wanting to rent for now, but if you wanted to sit down and have a conversation of what buying might look like, I'd love to help you. And she wasn't interested, and that's totally fine. But I was happy to give her put her on that list, and that way she can go through all the rentals that are on MLS. Not all rentals are on MLS, but
right.
If it's just another resource. So, but anyways, guys, be good. We'll talk to you soon, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
take care,
thanks, guys.